Everybody suffers drawdown at some point. And how can I say this? Drawdown happens. Shit happens. Sometimes you get big drawdowns, sometimes small drawdowns, sometimes you get into a bad way and everything goes to hell. But did you know that if you really want to win at this game, you can design exactly what your drawdown is? But it requires that you know a couple of things. And the first thing that it requires is that you understand what your actual win rate is. Now, if you wanted to have a much higher win rate, it's going to require that you have a very small drawdown, right? And that's going to be very difficult to do. And see, this is where the math kind of breaks up. If you have a high win rate, and out of those trades, and you pick a drawdown that's only, say, 2%, and in order to get that high win rate, you have to put on large risk, it's only going to be a matter of some time in the future where you're going to bust that account. That's the problem, that a high win rate does not allow for keeping you in the game. It has a negative expectancy over the long term. I'm getting a little bit off, but this is why we trade the way we do. So let's see. Set the max drawdown that you'll tolerate. In a 2K account, that might be $120. Actually, I usually go a little bit looser here. Instead of a 6% on a 2K account, when you get to a smaller account, you can be a little bit looser. So I would make that at, say, 10%, say $200. But a 100K account, a $6,000 drawdown or a 6% drawdown is reasonable. If I were at a $50,000 account, I'd still be at that 6%. But if I were at a $10,000 account, I'd probably up it to maybe 8% or so. So it's a little bit of a sliding scale. There's diminishing returns as you go to smaller accounts. And as I said, my win rate is about 50%. The win rate is really determined by just picking trades, and I don't control win rate, right? I know that if I want to affect a 50% win rate, then I can do that just by picking a spot and then winning if I go up and losing if I go down, right? I just have to make sure that my losses when I go down are much smaller than the winners. And by doing that, I've now weighted the coin flip. That's very different than trying to manufacture a win rate, because when you manufacture a win rate, you necessarily have to take a much bigger risk. And that's really the problem here. I want to avoid that. If I take a bigger risk, that means that I can have streaks in my strategy. And those streaks sometimes will be just too unmanageable. And when you have a higher win rate and a much bigger risk, you can still have 2, 3, 4 losers in a row. And that much bigger risk is going to cause a huge amount of volatility in your account. And that's what will threaten your account overall. And it's one of the reasons why most people, when they get drawn in with the high win rate and they think that's going to save them, but it doesn't. The more logical way is to manage your risk at the drawdown spectrum, and then just make sure your losses your losses are super small and your wins are bigger than your losses. If you trade at the same probability that the market has of going up or down, and we know that's right around 50%, actually it goes up maybe 51% and down 49% if you look at it over the long run, and you engineer your trades in such a way that they're always a little bit bigger than your risk, then you're going to make money.
Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you're interested in having the tools you need to become a profitable zero DTE trader, check out the link in the description. Take care, guys.